Hello, welcome back to another 90-day Fiancé recap. Why did I do that? Sometimes I'm just like so cringy and I don't understand why. Speaking of recap, let's start with Shekinah and Sarper. I did not expect Shekinah to be so BOSS boss in this episode. Homegirl stuck to her guns and didn't let Sarper talk her into anything else that she did not want to do. So as soon as they got into Sarper's apartment, she went straight to the bathroom and started packing up her skincare. And I did find it a little interesting that she packed her skincare first, but then I also understand because skincare can get very, very expensive. Now here's a little side note, a really pathetic, sad story. When I was broke as a joke and I was making like $12 an hour, okay, this is so embarrassing, $12 an hour. And I used to use my paychecks to buy creme de la mer. Do you guys know what creme de la mer is? It is a super overpriced face cream, which I must say smells divine. That's what I did. And is my skin good? No, it fucking sucks. I still have acne. I still have acne scars. Anyway, Sarper sees Shekinah packing everything up, putting out her suitcase, her bags, and he's starting to get a little worried. He's starting to regret telling her to leave, and so he's pacing around back and forth. He's like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I say? How do I get her to stay? She walks out of the room, and he's right there, and she's like, don't worry, Sarper, I'm gonna leave, okay? I'm just gonna pack my stuff and leave, okay?
And I'm going
to where?
To a hotel.
Oh, Shekinah. My anxiety, Shekinah. Oh my God, Sarper, my anxiety. Okay, you give yourself anxiety, Sarper.
Just go.
I think we need some time apart anyways. I want to go to a hotel.
I delete you if you go from this house.
Then I'm definitely going. Because if that's how you're going to treat me, then there's no reason for me to stay.
Damn, okay, girly. She better not disappoint like Joinomi did. Shekinah ends up going to a hotel and completely ignores him for 2 whole days, and this drives Sarper nuts. He is just begging for her attention. He even thought it was a good idea to like go to her hotel because she wasn't responding to him, and he stood by her window and signaled heart signs. I mean, I guess it does sound kind of cute in a stalker, creepy, toxic way. He also sent her a video message apologizing over and over again. Oh, Shekinah, I am so sorry. And because he had been begging, she decided to finally meet with him after 2 days of no communication. So they meet outside, he's dressed up, and he hands her a bouquet of flowers. He basically tells her he's super sorry, and he's so ashamed he can't even look at her. Like, his head is down as he's apologizing. And he says that he will never, ever speak to her that way and will never push her into anything that she doesn't want to do. She emphasizes, yeah, I was really hurt. I was shocked. Like, you shouldn't have spoken to me that way. I made it very clear from the beginning I did not want kids, and you spring this on me and you make me feel bad about it and you talk to me horribly. And he was like, yes, I know. I want a future with you. I'm so sorry. He like apologized 8,000 times in that one sitting. And he was like, I would rather not have kids than to live without you.
It's an important thing for me to have a kid. I want it, but if she doesn't want it, I'm okay with it.
And she was like, are you sure? Because, you know, you just told me yesterday you really wanted kids. And he was like, yeah, I basically weighed it on a scale like Shekinah, kids. And Shekinah weighed more. And she says, okay, I forgive you, Sarper. I do believe that you really mean it. And he was like, oh, Shekinah, yes, I do, Shekinah.
I'm so sorry.
I know, I can tell.
From your heart, you're forgiving me.
Of course.
I was really happy for her that she got the apology that she deserved, but I was a little worried for Sarper. And I only say this because if he really wants a child, he should have a child. He's allowed to want children and have children, as much as Shekinah has the right to not want any more children and not have any other children. So I did appreciate how Shekinah did recognize this and she wanted to know for sure before, you know, moving forward with Sarper. And I guess Sarper ultimately made the decision that he's going to forego having children and pursue his relationship with Shekinah. And I just hope that he put enough thought into that before regretting it and getting into another fight and all, you know, all that other fun stuff. Listen, I did not think I would be saying this ever, but by the end of the scene, I get them. Like, I understand them as a couple. I think they're perfect for each other. They work. They're great together. I think Sarper is so entertaining to watch on TV, and I kind of like them. Like, I kind of love them together. I really do. I might want to see them for another season, but I don't know. I don't know. Should I not say that? I don't know. What do you guys think? Moving on to Mary and Brandon. Now, the bugs are attacking everyone. It's disgusting how many bugs there are. And guess what? They bite too. They were biting everybody. And Brandon's mom is having a legitimate panic attack. She cannot catch her breath. She can't breathe. She is wheezing and hyperventilating. And she's in a really bad place. I genuinely felt bad for her. It seemed like she was really struggling. It wasn't just like an overdramatic, ew, I hate bugs. It was a scary, scary thing for her. And somebody online mentioned how this might be PTSD from when she was on drugs. And you know how with certain drugs you hallucinate bugs crawling under your skin, and that's why they constantly pick at their skin all day, all night. And that could be why she had a panic attack. And once I read that, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. So I felt really bad, and I was incredibly impressed with how Brandon was so composed, calm, and supportive. Wow. Brandon handled that so well.
Deep breaths, okay?
I can still feel the hair.
I can tell you for a fact, I don't see or feel it in your hair. That's just in your mind, okay? That's just in your mind.
Ugh, and the bugs are all inside Mary's dress, like all the layers of tulle. They were in there, they were biting her. What a freaking nightmare. Honestly, if I were in her shoes, I would have wanted to just rip my dress off of me. And I think that's ultimately what she did eventually before getting in the van. And everybody ended up just leaving early and going home. They did bring their wedding cake from the wedding to their house because they didn't even get to eat their cake. And Brandon is literally plucking each bug one by one off the mother effing cake because they're all like dug into the frosting. Ugh. So they were planning on scraping off the frosting and eating it together. Now, before they get to enjoy their bug-fested cake, Brandon's mother comes out and she tells both of them that she's super proud of them and that she believes that their marriage is going to work and flourish and just keep working together, blah, blah, blah. It was really, really sweet. I I am obsessed with how Mary and Angela, Brandon's mom, are getting along now. Like, they hated each other in the beginning. They couldn't even look at each other or smile. They didn't give each other any hugs, and now they were hugging and smiling, and I loved it. I actually don't think Mary is a terrible person. I think hopefully having a child is going to make her super mature and grow up. And you know, Brandon showed great character. Mary showed her good parts as well. And now that Angela is supporting them, I don't know. I just wish them well.
I got teary-eyed because I feel that we're really okay now. I'm so glad that I get to meet her.
The mom goes to bed and Mary and Brandon step outside and they get to enjoy their cake together. Brandon tells her that he's going to be more proactive and help out financially. And Mary tells him that this is going to be a brand new start for them.
I don't taste any bugs. I'll be more involved in finances and not just sit on the sidelines.
This is a fresh start for us.
Yes, it is. I like that.
Let's talk about TJ and Kim. Now, TJ and Kim have been married for about 3 months, and it has not been good at all. Kim hasn't been spending time downstairs with the family much, and TJ's parents don't feel like they're welcome to go visit her upstairs. The brother and the mother are like, why won't your wife come downstairs and hang out with us, TJ? And TJ's like, I can't force her to come downstairs if she doesn't want to. And the brother goes, oh, see, she doesn't want to, huh? It seems like the family wants to live all together as one big happy family, whereas Kim wants some distance. And I can't blame her. I would not want to live with my in-laws 24/7. No, thank you. Now, TJ defends her and tells them that she's just living the way she does in her culture. And they're like, well, she's here now and we're supposed to be one family. And TJ's like, well, I'm not going to talk to her right now because it's just going to cause another fight and she's just going to get upset. And his mom goes, but this is your job. You are her husband. She will listen to you. Go tell her. And TJ goes, oh my God, I'm so tired of being in the middle. I don't want to do it.
नहीं तो अपन तो पराये जैसे रह रहे हैं, जो किराएदार रहते हैं, मकान मालिक रहते हैं।
जिस हिसाब से वो पली बड़ी होते हैं वो उसमें ही मैं जी रही हूँ।
उनके परिवार के हिसाब से अलग से अपॉइंटमेंट होते हैं मिलने के।
Now upstairs, Kim is alone and she is cleaning. She feels super isolated because she's stuck in her apartment all day while TJ's at work. She doesn't know the language, so she doesn't really feel comfortable to go outside and, do things on her own. She also doesn't feel comfortable to go downstairs and hang out with the family since they're fighting all the time and she feels like they hate her. And apparently they had like a little miscommunication that blew up into a huge fight about the rooftop. So basically, in order for the family to access the rooftop, they have to go through Kim's apartment. And since Kim is like half naked all the time in the comfort of her own home, as she should, she asked the family to please ring the doorbell before going onto the roof, or else you're gonna see like my crack hanging out. And they took that as Kim telling them not to come upstairs. So now they hate her. TJ comes home from work and she talks about her feelings, and his responses, were so infuriating.
I'm always here in this house. In this
You also
room.
live in the house at US as well.
Shut up, TJ. You know what she means.
I can't talk to my friends. Whenever they're awake, it's like midnight here and I'm asleep.
That's how the timing works. What to do?
Oh, really, TJ? Wow, didn't know that. Kim tells him that she feels like she's getting very depressed and it's getting worse each and every day. By the way, she's very calm when she tells him this. Like, I was shocked how calm she was.
I feel like I'm starting to get depressed because I can't do anything.
So maybe it's a common problem now.
It's not a common problem to get depressed right after you get married.
And she also tells him, every time we try to talk, we get into an argument and then you go downstairs and tell your family everything and leave me up here all by myself, like all day. When she said that, I felt so bad for her. Can you imagine living like that? I'd be depressed too. So their conversation starts to escalate little by little. She's like, your family doesn't try to fix things with me. All they do is bitch about everything. And remember, TJ doesn't like curse words. So he hears bitch and he gets so upset.
Everybody just wants to bitch at each other because of it.
How? Are you crazy about that?
And then she says, TJ, I've asked you many, many times not to call me crazy. Okay? I don't call you an asshole. I don't call you a fucking loser.
I don't call you a titty baby. I don't call you anything that you don't like to be called.
A titty baby. Oh my God, that's an amazing name. Oh my God, I'm going to be using that from now on. A titty baby.
I don't call you a titty baby.
He basically tells her that her depression is her fault. And if she feels so lonely, then she should just go back to America.
If you feel alone, you can go back to US.
What a motherfucking titty baby. Kim starts to cry, and I don't blame her one bit. TJ is fucking infuriating. Like, I wanted to fucking punch his stupid face. And she goes, I just want to be with my husband. And he goes, maybe you want to find a new husband. And she's crying. Like, she's just begging for an ounce of empathy and support from her mother freaking husband. And he refuses.
You can go anytime, whenever you want.
I want to be with my husband, but it doesn't seem like my husband even wants to be with me.
You want to find a new person?
Why do you say that stuff?
That's the main thing right now.
I personally think that he just doesn't care. He does not care. He's checked out. He wants to be done with this marriage. And he's doing that thing where he doesn't want to do the dumping, so he drives her to do the dumping. You know what I mean? She's like, I just need you to listen. And he's like, okay, you want to go back to the US? Okay, fine, I'm listening. Fine, go. Like, bruh, that's not what she said. She's like, I'm hungry. Oh, you want to go back to the US? Okay, fine, go, bitch. TJ, we don't have toilet paper. Go buy some. Oh, okay, fine, go back to America and get some. You want to go back to America that bad?
I'm asking you to listen to me.
So what's your solution? Going back to US? Okay with that.
I'm telling you that I'm depressed and you don't care.
What you else expect from me?
Maybe give me a hug and say I'm sorry you're depressed.
I'm not doing that.
I believe 1000% that she was justified in her screaming. Hell, she should have screamed louder. She should have screamed longer.
You have all right to separate with me also.
I don't want to separate from you!
Because I'm a.
No, I said I don't!
You said.
God damn it! Shut up!
He storms off and goes downstairs to tell his little mommy what happened. Ugh. Mommy, I'm hungry. Give me some of your milky. Wah, wah. Holy cow. I thought Danielle and Johan segments couldn't get worse. But it does. It does. Oh my God. This was not what I was expecting at all. So let's talk about it. So they got into that huge fight and, she was stopping Johan from packing up all his stuff that she bought for him. So Danielle is packing up her stuff to move out of that apartment. And she admits to the camera that she was being petty when she didn't let him take his things that she had paid for. But now she realizes she doesn't even want them anymore because he is so disgusting, so gross that she just doesn't want to be near his things.
I've learned some things over the course of the last week that make me not care to fight for this marriage any longer.
You were going to try to fix the marriage? Again? I did not expect this, okay? I thought the worst was over between Danielle and Johan. I thought they were done. Like, we were never going to see them on the show ever again until this bomb is dropped, okay? Ho, ho, ho. Santa Johan was hoeing around, it seems. Okay, apparently Danielle got a DM from a woman who claims that she has been in a 2-year relationship with Johan. Okay, this is all throughout Johan and Danielle's marriage. Yeah. Oh my God, let me read these text messages. I'm writing to you because Johan has been writing to me all this time, and these days he asked me to speak with a lawyer to pay for his divorce. This situation is very uncomfortable for me because I don't know if what Johan says is true. He's written to me all the time every day for 2 years. Danielle, send me screenshots of your conversations, please. Woman, I have some intimate photos and some audio. Really? Do you think she wants to see that? Danielle, so you had a sexual relationship with him in the past? Did he tell you that he loved you? Danielle, who cares if he told... I'm sure he told everybody that he loved them. Woman, I traveled in August and he came to see me at a hotel. I gave him money in theory for a mortgage payment or a credit card that he had to pay for the parents' house. I was with him there both times I traveled. I was with him in August when I went back and you were on a retreat. Ho, shit. She knows the details. So this woman knew he was married this whole entire time? So why the hell is she reaching out to Danielle to tell her this? To rub it in her face?
She gave me a play-by-play of their entire relationship and described every single detail. Sent me pictures that he sent her. One of them was a picture of his on Christmas Eve while I was handing out gifts to his family in his neighborhood.
And you guys, it gets worse. Johan left his computer at the apartment, so Danielle went through the whole thing. And she found at least 6 women that he was in relationships with. He's been receiving money from at least 6 other women while he was in a relationship with, or in a marriage with Danielle, demanding an apartment, demanding a car, demanding an allowance. Wow, that's bad. That's really bad. I mean, I really don't know what to say. It's horrible. It's horrible. But then at the same time, Danielle, what did you expect? Now, I'm not trying to blame the victim here. She is the victim, right? But they did enter the marriage like they did agree that she was going to bring him to America and he was going to get his green card, right? I can't really remember the beginning of their relationship anymore because it feels like it was so long ago. But I do remember that their original plans were to go to America and that he was going to get his paperwork and his car. Sorry. Oh my God, I've been coughing so much. So now she has to go back to New York, the place she was desperately trying to run away from. And now she has to face all her tickets and her debt and her fines, and she's got to pay them off somehow.
I feel so foolish because I should have seen what was there from the beginning. When we weren't talking about money, we were so happy. We had such a beautiful life. And now I realize that none of it was real.
Wow. This was a juicy ass episode. I was not expecting all this drama in the very last episode. I did catch up on the Family Chantel and I will be recapping it. Sorry, my voice is kind of dying right now because I've been having a lot of throat issues. Okay. So let's whisper. Okay, welcome to Pose ASMR. So I did catch up on Family Chantel. I didn't recap episodes 2 and 3 because I feel like nothing really happened. It wasn't worth like a whole video recap, but I did watch episode 4 yesterday and it was pretty crazy. So do not worry if you're here for my Family Chantel videos. It will be coming. By the way, the recap's over, so you can leave if you want. So the last few weeks, my schedule has been unexpectedly just chaotic. My sister visited from out of town, and we were doing a bathroom renovation at my parents' house, which I was not prepared for all the unexpected problems with the renovation. But oh my God, it was such an annoyance, and it gave me so much anxiety. But it's 95% over, and I just have to wait for the shower glass door to arrive, and then they can install it, and then we're done. We are done. So the day after tomorrow, it's going to be December. Isn't that crazy? I don't have many friends, so I don't really have Christmas shopping to do. And the bathroom renovation was my parents' gift from me, so I don't have to get them anything. And my sisters, I am constantly paying for their shit. So I feel like they need to buy me a gift. This Christmas is just not going to be Christmasing for me. I'm also moving out. And by the way, some of you guys thought I was like moving on up. No, I'm downsizing and I'm going to a shittier apartment. My rent at this place is just getting ridiculous. So I am going to move into a studio apartment. I got a really, really good deal, which kind of makes me nervous. So I don't know if somebody died in this apartment unit. But yeah, I will be moving into a very small 400 square feet studio, and maybe I'll do a moving vlog and you guys can come along with me. But wait, what else was I going to say? So the whole point of this story was to tell you that because my schedule has been so chaotic, I haven't had like a full day to sit down and just work for a while. So today I'm dog free. The puppy is with my mom and my older one is at her favorite babysitter's. And so I'm like, oh my God, I finally have the full day. And then I get a call from my mom. She is in panic mode. And she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Daisy is throwing up nonstop. Oh my God, can you believe she's shaking? I've never seen her like that. And I'm just like, what the fork? So I turn my car back around. I go to my mom's house. I go inside. I am hit with this pungent smell of vomit. Okay. It's just vinegar, sour smell. That's so disgusting. And apparently the puppy threw up on our living room rug like 7 times. So my mom was rolling up the rug and I was helping her roll it up. And then we brought it back to the backyard because there was no way the rug could stay inside. It smelled so bad. So bad. So we cleaned the whole living room. I took her to the vet and she was acting completely normal, eating, playing. And so the vet, I mean, I knew this was going to happen, but she threw up so much. I just wanted to take her just in case, but I knew what they were going to tell me, put her on a bland diet, keep a close eye on her. And if she like doesn't eat or, acts really different, then bring her back. So I was like, okay. But the most important thing is she's fine. So she's happy, playful, she's back to her normal self. And now I get back to my apartment and try to record this for you guys. I'm sitting down and then I get a call from my primary care doctor. And I had some recent blood work done and I get some news that I'm just not that happy with, to be frank. So then I was sulking for about an hour, feeling bad for myself. And then I was like, oh great, I have 2 more hours before the other bitch comes home, my other dog that I have to pick up from her babysitter. And so I was like, I gotta get this done now. And so I got it done. I got it done. I feel so proud of myself. And so I hope you enjoyed this recap. Yeah, I should go pick up my dog. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.